Step out of the car.
Can you get out for me?
No, step out of the car.
Can you please tell him get out for me? He's gotta get
Step out of the car.
Okay, I can stand.
You're either going to get out or I'm going to get you out. Step out. All right, on three, you're getting out.
In front of my daughter? Like, I don't even have nothing.
I can cite you for it if you want to.
I was on the shoulder the entire way. I don't see how.
No, you wasn't. There is no shoulder here. I'm going to give you a citation. You can either cooperate or not.
These were multiple times when corrupt cops get stopped by higher authorities, starting with a case of an ex-cop who get pulled over and shreds the officer. On April 25th, 2024, John Filks, an ex-cop turned auditor, was stopped by a police officer during a routine traffic stop. While driving at 54 miles per hour, Filks was accused of speeding at 65 miles per hour in a 50 miles per hour zone. However, Filks maintained that he was abiding by the speed limit and had his cruise control set. What followed was a dramatic confrontation that would see the officer's conduct questioned at every turn. The officer insisted that Filks roll down his window for officer safety, a request Filks was not required to comply with under the law.
Can you roll your window down for me, please? I just wanted you to pull off the road at the next intersection. I didn't want you to come all the way up to Pasco County.
Is this not the next intersection?
No, sir. There's about 5 driveways you could have pulled into.
Well, I thought you meant the intersection here. I apologize.
I said the next intersection. There was a community there you could have pulled into. And I pull people over all the time to pull in there. There's an open field right there you could have pulled into. There's many places.
Just a misunderstanding, sir.
For officer safety.
Sir, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm recording everything.
Okay.
Okay,
So
here's my hands.
I'd like you to roll your window down, please.
Sir, I don't feel safe.
You don't feel safe?
I do not.
Would you like me to get another deputy so you have 2 law enforcement
I'll
officers?
feel less safe if there's 2 of you here.
How would you not feel safe with police officers here?
I could explain it, sir, but you're not going to believe me. So here's my license, which I'm required to give you. Here you go. And here's my insurance, which I'm required to give
I
you.
need you to put your window down, sir.
Sir, I'm not required to by law.
Yes, you are, sir.
I am not.
I'm gonna check
I've been through this many times.
Okay, please put your window down.
I don't feel safe. So here's my hands. They're going to be on the steering wheel.
I need your registration also.
Okay.
Could you send me a 94, please?
Why am I being stopped?
For speeding, sir. You slid right past me and you were going 65 miles an hour. It's a 50 mile an hour speed limit.
Okay. Here's everything I got.
Okay.
And here's my hands, okay?
You want to tell me
Oh,
what
wait,
the
here's it.
problem is with rolling your window down?
Here's everything I got. Here's all my paperwork. I'd rather just remain.
Filks, well versed in legal rights, chose not to answer questions or roll his window down further than a crack. The situation escalated as the officer became more aggressive, asking for personal information that Filks was under no obligation to provide, such as his telephone number and whether he had any firearms in the vehicle. Filks, confident in his knowledge of the law, called out the officer's attempts to violate his rights.
I remain silent. I don't answer questions. And that's it. Do what you have to do. I've given you everything I'm legally obligated to do.
Do you have any firearms in the car, sir?
I don't answer questions.
No, you need to answer that question, sir.
I don't answer questions, sir.
Sir, do you have a firearm in your car?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Are you some sort of sovereign citizen or something?
No, I'm not, and that's defamation.
I'm sorry? I'm asking you a question. I'm not telling you.
No, sir, I do not work for the police. I do not work for the police.
No, I didn't ask you that.
Well, that's what a sovereign citizen is.
No, sir.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Sovereign citizen is somebody who doesn't think that the law applies to them.
He's totally lying. I was not going 65 miles an hour. I had my cruise set on like 54. Here you go. I'm a sovereign citizen because I'm obeying the law. He's violating the law, trying to get me to incriminate myself, asking me questions I don't have to answer. He thinks I have to answer him because he's the sovereign citizen who has a badge. He's called back up because I won't roll my window down, which I'm not required to do. All traffic stops can be done with the window rolled up. I'm not required to sign 3.8.14. I'm not required to hand you my license, even though I do it, because if you don't, they'll get violent with you. Thus, I'm not opening my window. I gave him the courtesy. I opened my window. I did everything I'm required to do by law. I was not going 65 miles per hour. So here we go. Now another fucking court battle. This is unbelievable. So I'm traveling in a safe manner, doing about 54 miles per hour. He lies and says I'm doing 65. So he'll lie in court and say I'm doing 65, which is a bald-faced lie. He'll have no proof to back it up, but the judge will believe him because he has a costume, and they all work together. This is how this works.
He insisted that he had done everything legally required, such as providing his license, registration, and insurance. He even carried legal references with him to back up his claims. The officer's frustration grew, and after a tense exchange, he issued a citation for speeding, despite Filks's insistence that it was a lie.
That's not true, but okay.
You have.
I have my cruise set. I have my cruise set on 54, and I have a dash cam. You see that, right?
All right. So anyway,
that's fine. Okay.
$43 fine, and you have 30 days to take care of it. Thank you.
And you're going to be in court.
Drive safely.
Yeah, he'll be there.
If you want to take it to court, I'll be there.
Will you tell the truth in court, or are you going to lie like you're lying now?
Swearing affirm.
Scumbag, piece of shit. Fuck off. You too, piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. You fucking piece of shit. What? What's my deal? Armed men stop me and steal my money? You call that freedom? Are you armed? Or are you stupid?
You're talking about us?
Yeah, you! Armed men!
I don't get any of that money.
You don't get any of that money? Where's your paycheck come from?
It doesn't come from citations. It comes from county taxpayers.
Right. I pay you to steal my money, correct?
I didn't take that money. It's not my money.
Who's initiating the theft of the money? The armed men who are stopping me on the road, traveling freely down the road, trying to go about my day. You're going to steal money from my face. Yeah, just shake your head because you know it's true. It's not true that you are... Hey, buddy. For me, I was going 54 miles an hour. I had my cruise control on. Your guy's a liar. Good cops don't let bad cops do bad things. So you're not a good cop either.
You'll have your data pleaded in court.
Sir,
right?
Are you kidding me? So the sovereign citizen judge and the sovereign citizen cop who work together all the time, is he going to have evidence I was going that fast, or is he just going to be hearsay?
He will.
No, he won't. He'll just say, I saw John, and the judge will believe him. Bro, you're a sovereign citizen. He's a sovereign citizen. You guys violate the traffic law nonstop. I have about 100 videos of you guys violating traffic laws, and you're armed hypocrites coming here with guns trying to steal my money. How come he didn't make me sign it? All of a sudden he realizes what the law is. And he tried to tell me I have to answer his questions? He's a liar. How many cops who break traffic laws have you pulled over? 0. Okay. So cops don't break traffic laws? Non-stop. You guys don't follow the law. You guys don't follow the law because you're sovereign citizens.
Filks warned the officer that he would take the case to court, doubting whether the officer would tell the truth in front of a judge. By the end of the encounter, Filks had made his point clear. The officers were engaging in misconduct, violating his rights, and attempting to steal his money through an unjust citation. His calm and assertive handling of the situation embarrassed the officers, leaving them with little to defend their actions. In this next case, Sergeant Peter Fay crashes drunk. On November 16, 2022, a disturbing incident unfolded when Sergeant Peter Fay, an officer of the Ohio Police Department, crashed his car, only for other officers to discover an open bottle of vodka on the passenger seat. When officers arrived at the scene, they found Fay slumped over in the driver's seat, unresponsive. After knocking on his window, it took a moment for Fay to regain some form of consciousness, and he was mumbling incoherently. A breathalyzer test confirmed the officer's suspicions, but what followed was an internal investigation that would later reveal the deeper issues. The officers found the vodka bottle placed next to Fay, covered by a seat and floor mat, which raised serious concerns about his conduct.
Yes. Until he pulls it out, it's rubber on rubber.
Yeah, you can see it's back then.
Okay.
We're checking for spots over here where you roll up on him and he has his car on. He's slumped over. We knocked on the window and he just wasn't waking up.
Okay.
Refusing to get out of the car and all that. So, and then obviously smoking. No. What was it?
Did he make any statements to you, anything like that?
No, he basically, he couldn't talk. He was like just mumbling.
He's mumbled?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get to see his eyes, anything like that?
No. I just smelled it.
Okay. Was there anything in the vehicle? Like you see, like on the floorboard and the cup holder?
He has that bottle of vodka in the vehicle that we observed.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I think you're right. I just saw a bottle of vodka next to him.
Yeah.
Okay, in the seat.
Kind of like it's big enough where it covered the seat and like floor.
I see what you're saying.
I saw cans, but I don't think that's alcohol. I think it's like energy drinks or whatnot.
Okay. I'll figure it out in a minute. He's in that vehicle?
Yeah. That's our guy on duty, like normal duty. Yeah. Because we're doing the event. Did you need OH3s from us? We're the ones that discovered it.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. If you could write me out something on there and then contact information for you all and who you are so I can get in touch with you about it. All right?
Okay.
All right, now be right back.
His colleagues were left to deal with a colleague's serious lapse in judgment. The car crash investigation not only exposed Faye's reckless behavior behind the wheel, but also sparked an internal probe into his previous actions as a law enforcement officer. Faye's actions were a direct violation of the standards expected from police officers and led to further scrutiny from within his department.
All right, man, I'm Trooper Garner. How's it going? All right, you're going to come out here with me. You're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I'm going to talk to you. What's going on tonight? Step out here with me. We're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I'm going to talk to you.
Hey, brother, talk to him so he can
come on, man.
Do as much as he can.
You have my phone.
Yeah, we got it. No, we're
no, I need you to step out.
Come on.
Come on.
No?
Yes.
Hey, bud.
Look.
We talked about this earlier.
I'm going to tell you.
When you got here, you were going to cooperate with him. I know you wasn't with me, but you're going to with him.
I don't want to take you to jail tonight, okay?
And we told you that.
But if you're going to push my buttons, we'll go straight to jail. I'm not kidding with you, okay? I understand what's going on. I can smell it come from your breath. I already know what's going on.
I'm not pushing buttons.
You're starting to push my buttons already. If you're going to be compliant, be compliant. If not, we can go to jail. And you can figure it out later, okay? I'm trying to be polite with you, but you're not wanting to look me in the eye. You're not even wanting to speak to me. Ask you your name, you just look down. Okay.
Peter Fegus.
Peter Fegus? Fegus.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Trooper Gardner.
Yes.
I'm Trooper Gardner. All right, I'm gonna have you step out with me, or we're gonna go back to my patrol car, okay? So please step out. Because I can have them transport you to jail, and I can just meet you there. It doesn't matter to me, okay? So would you like to step out now? Come on, man.
Stick with him.
Just work with me.
Stick with him.
Just work with me, okay? All right, step out, man. All right, I'm gonna take a look at your eyes. All right? Something we wanted to do? No?
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna take a look at your eyes. Is that okay? Is that something you're willing to do? Okay, well, I'm gonna put your feet together for me. All right. See the tip of my pen?
Okay,
Is it something you're willing to do? Okay, look. Predicated on whether or not you take any test or anything is not how I determine.
Yeah, but these are SFSTs.
Correct.
Right.
I'm going to explain it to you real quick, though, okay? Whether or not you refuse it is not predicated on whether or not you go to jail. Your attitude determines that with me, okay? I'll be upfront with you. As long as you're polite and cooperative, I'll work with you to get you home, okay? But if you're going to be a pain to me,
I'm not being a pain.
let me finish. If you're going to be a pain about stuff and not let me do my job, we'll just go to jail and I'll solve the problem for myself. That's how I do it, okay? So if you don't want to take this, you don't have to. You know that legally, as the rest of us do here. I have to offer it to you. I have to try to do what I can do, okay? I clearly see that you've been drinking. I can smell it on your breath.
Okay.
All right? I can see your red shot, bloodshot, and glassy eyes. They found you slumped over the wheel. I'm just trying to do my due diligence and check. You don't have to, but if you do, that's all I'm trying to do. So it's entirely up to you whether or not that's something you want to do, okay? It's entirely up to you. I'm asking. Is that something you want to do or no? No? Okay.
Sergeant Peter Fay faced an internal investigation and was potentially charged with driving under the influence, DUI. Details on any criminal charges or disciplinary actions remain part of the ongoing investigation. But hold on your seats because this next case is more shocking than the others. On March 1st, 2025, the Richland Police Department responded to a horrific traffic collision on Village Parkway, Washington. A motorcyclist had collided head-on with an SUV, leaving a gruesome scene. As officers arrived, they spoke with Sarah Klassen, the driver of the SUV, who seemed disturbingly unfazed. She explained that she had been turning left after picking up a Domino's pizza and thought she saw a car with a single headlight. She mentioned that, based on her experience, she believed she had enough time to make the turn. However, as she did, she felt a boom and immediately realized it was a motorcycle rather than a car.
So I went and picked up a Domino's pizza.
Okay.
I was turning left in here. I live right over
Okay.
there on Wild Canyon Way.
Okay.
I saw what I thought was a car with one headlight out.
Okay.
Right just past where the reflective sign is, that white one.
Okay, sure.
And so I was already slowing in the turn lane and saw him there, and I was like, oh, I got enough time.
Okay.
I turned, and as soon as I turned, just felt the boom.
Okay. Okay. So as you're turning, you thought he was further away.
No,
Is
he
that
was
right?
definitely past that reflective sign
Okay.
when I saw him.
Okay.
And then I think I just, like I say, I thought it was a car with a headlight out. Didn't
Okay.
realize it was a motorcycle. I didn't
Okay.
realize the rate of speed
Okay.
they were going at.
So did you think he was going pretty quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Because from that reflective sign, it's kind of, I live here, so
Sure.
that's always my like general rule. If they're past that sign, then you got
Okay.
plenty of time if you're
Okay.
already slowing to turn in.
Gotcha.
And
So you know, based on making this turn and numerous times,
Yeah.
that you know how to judge that distance.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, good to go. Okay. All right. So you're probably aware we're just gonna like run this like normal. So I'm just gonna run you through some voluntary field sobriety tests if you're willing to. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do any.
Okay. All right. What about the PBT? You willing to do voluntary PBT?
I don't want to do any tests based on the.
Despite the severity of the crash, Sarah's demeanor remained unusually calm. She refused to take voluntary field sobriety tests, stating that she didn't want to submit to any tests, but that she didn't feel impaired. The officer questioning her noted that her eyes appeared glassy, and there was a slight smell of alcohol on her breath. When asked if she had consumed alcohol, she reluctantly admitted to having had a glass of wine earlier. This raised suspicions, and the officer requested a blood sample to determine if alcohol had contributed to the crash. However, Sarah seemed oblivious to the gravity of the situation, even laughing while the motorcyclist was receiving CPR. The officer, observant and methodical, noted discrepancies in Sarah's statements, such as her incorrect estimation of the distance between her vehicle and the motorcyclist.
No. I think she has something on board.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Is there
we have to.
is there going to be enough to
I-
get a search warrant?
So yeah, I'll write it. I mean, unless you want.
What changed?
So I was just studying her. She got a couple misspelled words on here.
Okay.
She wrote sigh, and she said 100 feet. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. She estimated the distance between the guy on the motorcycle and her to be 100 feet, which that's way more than 100. That's like 500 feet. She said she was almost through her turn when clearly she was at the very beginning of her turn. Her eyes are a little bit glassy, a little bit.
Those light speed.
But could be, but we gotta err on the side of caution.
Okay.
I do not have a great sense of smell, but I think I smelled a little bit of odor of alcohol, enough for me to say. And then I told her, I'm like, hey, we just want to rule out impairment. And by you not doing it, I'm like, I'm not gonna ask you again, but I'm like, we can't rule it out. And she's like, yeah, well, if I would have had a glass of wine earlier, I know how this goes. And I said, did you have a glass of wine earlier? And she said, I'm not gonna for that. So
Okay.
I think with everything, we have to. I mean,
Okay.
I will write the search warrant. But yeah, I'm still recording. I'm still recording. I would have loved to have ruled it out. All right. So, like I said, we were really trying to rule alcohol out. I'm not convinced that alcohol wasn't a factor. So right now you are under arrest. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put your hand behind your back. So we will be doing a search warrant for blood. Okay. That way there will be no questions. What was that?
I was just asking.
Oh. All right, we'll head back to my car over here. 1144 dispatch.
Despite her attempts to downplay the situation, the officer proceeded with a search warrant for a blood test, as they couldn't rule out impairment. The case is still under investigation, with authorities awaiting the blood test results before deciding whether to press charges. If you thought that was bad, this is because you didn't know about this case. On April 3rd, 2024, David Hayes was walking to his father's house along a road in Greenbrier, Arkansas, when he was confronted by Officer Jay Lingo of the Greenbrier Police Department. Hayes was not blocking traffic or behaving erratically. He was simply walking along what he believed to be the shoulder or easement. Officer Lingo stopped him, claiming it was illegal to walk in the roadway, and immediately demanded identification. Hayes, who had not committed any arrestable offense and understood his constitutional rights, declined to provide ID without being told the legal reason.
You can't be walking in the middle of the road right here. There's a sidewalk on the other side.
Well, I'm walking in the easement. I mean, you know,
the
this
easement.
is the easement right here.
No, the easement is 15 feet off of
I'm
the.
just trying to get to where I'm going, sir.
Need a ride?
No, I don't need a ride.
Well, you can't walk in the highway.
So I can walk in right here.
You can walk on the grass as much as you want.
All right.
All right. You got ID on you?
I don't.
You got name and date of birth?
Do you have a recent ID, man?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
So you're. Move up here for me if you don't mind. Move up here for me if you don't mind.
You got your body cam on?
It's red.
Okay.
So you can't walk in the middle of the road like you were doing.
Uh-huh.
The easement is not on the roadway. The easement is off of the roadway.
Okay, so as far as I know, a pedestrian is considered the same as a cyclist. Okay. As far as I know, state of Arkansas, a cyclist can ride down the road. You're not going to tell cyclists to go down the grass.
Can you walk on the highway, on I-40?
I don't know.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that I do know. But I don't see cyclists on I-40 either. But I do see cyclists down this.
So, I'm just letting you know.
I'm not trying to have an argument with you.
I'm not trying to have an
like
argument with you either.
But
we got a 911 call.
Okay.
And I'm making contact with you, and we have to do reports on everything that we do.
Yes, sir.
That's Chief Earnhardt's policy. If you have an issue with it, you can contact him Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
He just left.
It's Jay Lingo?
Yes, sir. I got a business card here if you want one.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Would you like a copy of the report?
Yeah. I could do that with the phone.
Hey, Tim Petty, can I get a report number, please?
Where are you guys located at?
Wilson Farm Road, right up next to First Security Bank.
Okay. And are you threatening me with an arrest for the ID?
Despite his calm attitude and willingness to explain, Hayes was threatened with arrest for interfering with the traffic way. Officer Lingo never cited a specific statute, but insisted he had authority under department policy and the endorsement of his chief. When Hayes continued to assert his rights, Lingo escalated the encounter, placing him in handcuffs and threatening jail time. Hayes emphasized he had no warrants, was simply walking to visit family, and didn't consent to any search. But Lingo ignored his objections. The situation grew increasingly absurd as the officer called for backup and fumbled through his phone to find the correct legal language to justify the arrest.
Okay, so here's the deal. I have a legal reason to make contact with you.
Okay.
So therefore, I have legal reason to demand identification.
You suspect me of committing a crime?
You were walking down the highway.
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah.
Is that an arrestable offense?
It's interfering with the traffic way. I can cite you for it if you want to.
I was on the shoulder the entire way. I don't see how.
No, you wasn't. There is no shoulder here. So go ahead and give me your ID. I'm gonna give you a citation, okay?
Well, I'm gonna refuse the ID.
Okay. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a citation. You can either cooperate or not.
I've been completely cooperative.
Go ahead and take that backpack off. I don't want to cut it. You got something wrong with your shoulders?
No.
All right.
No. I have a cannabis thing.
That's fine. I'm not worried about
I
that.
have a prescription.
I'm not worried about that. Hey, 10 PD, I got one detained.
I mean, I'm really not one to go this route. Look, I mean, I work at the hospital and stuff like that. That's all I do.
I don't want to go this route either.
But I mean, I'm not gonna give you an ID for walking down the road, sir. Sir, I'm not gonna do that. I believe that I'm firm within my constitutional rights.
I'm going to give you a citation for impeding traffic.
Okay.
You can either give me your name and date of birth now, and I can run you and give you a citation, let you on your way, or I can take you to jail, get you fingerprinted, get you ID'd that way, give you a citation in jail.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to. I'm just not. I don't want to get any criminal charges, sir. But I'm not going to give you an ID without the arrest. I'm not going to give you an ID.
Okay.
I believe I'm firm within my constitutional rights on this. You know, I mean, I'm getting my life right and stuff. I haven't been in no trouble or anything like that. You know, but I believe I'm well within my rights, sir. I'm just walking to my father's house. All right, I walked damn near 20 miles from Colorado.
Eventually, he landed on a vague statute about pedestrians prohibited on controlled access highways. Even though the charge amounted to a minor citation, equivalent to jaywalking, Lingo had already arrested, cuffed, and humiliated Hayes in front of his community. Only after coercing Hayes into giving his name under the threat of jail did Lingo let him go, handing him a citation and offering a ride, as if the incident had been civil.
I'm just trying to see what I can do. I'm trying to get down the road to test myself, and I'm not going to ID.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat. You got anything else on you?
No, but I don't consent to a search.
Okay, well, you're arrested right now.
You can do whatever you feel like you're legally allowed to do, sir. But I'm not authorized.
Okay, give me a minute. Oh, you're good. So, I got a 911 call. This guy walking in the middle of the road. He was walking north in the southbound lane of traffic, and I got here, refused to identify himself. I advised him I was going to give him a citation for walking in the middle of the roadway, and he still refused to identify himself. So hooked him up, put him in the back, and I'm calling you to see what you advise. No, sir. Like a ex-convict, but he said he's trying to get his life straight and stuff like that. I haven't searched his bag or anything like that, but there is a statute for walking in the middle of the roadway. Yep. Because I had legal reason to make contact with him. So, all right. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. All right, so I just got off the phone with my chief, and he agrees with everything that I'm doing. So, you still want to go this route?
I don't want to go this route.
I don't want to go this route either.
I'm firm on my rights, sir. I'm just going to be completely firm on my rights.
Okay, so here's the deal.
This can destroy everything that I have going in my life, but I'm going to stick by my rights, sir.
Okay, so here's the deal. You were walking in the middle of the roadway, which is illegal.
Sir, with all due respect, I was on the shoulder. I wasn't
was not.
Right in the middle of the road. I mean, I wasn't acting a fool or a
There is no easement. Easement is the grass. That's the easement.
And I get what you're saying, sir, and I'm not trying to argue the law with you or anything. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. Okay? All I'm trying to do is just to get to where I'm going, and that's it.
So do you have warrants? Is that why you're not wanting to identify yourself?
I have no warrants.
So
I have no warrants. I don't want to identify myself because it's my rights. Okay, I've been off probation 5, 10 years.
Okay.
You know, I have nothing to hide from you, sir. I've told you I got weed in my pocket.
I don't care about weed.
It's still in my pocket. You know, I don't have anything in my bag at all, sir. I mean, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
So, where we go from here is up to you.
I mean, I'm just going to 21 Thornberry.
Okay. And you're more than welcome to either walk in the grass or on the sidewalk.
And I would be more than happy to walk in the grass, sir.
But I have to identify you.
I'm not arguing the fact of walking in the grass or anything like that, even though I still believe that if a cyclist can ride bike down here as well as I can.
They can't.
And I might be wrong. I'm not telling you that I'm not wrong, sir. I'm not telling you I'm not wrong, but I don't see, is it a crime?
Yes.
Is my question. Okay, I don't have my ID. You know what?
Name and date of birth will be fine.
I'm going to do this under threat of arrest.
Okay.
I will give you my social or whatever.
Name and date of birth will be completely fine.
David Hayes, 12/19/1994. And this is just under complete arrest.
Okay. David Hayes, 12/19/93. Give me 1 second. I can't remember the phrasing that it's used on here for like pedestrians walking in the highway. Yeah, walking northbound in the southbound lane of traffic. We're making it to where cars got to move out of the way to prevent from hitting them. My book skips from 41 to 53. Because he wasn't crossing, he was walking northbound, so it would be the pedestrians prohibited on controlled access highway. Alright, that's what I got. I wouldn't even be giving him a ticket, but he refused to identify himself, so. Alright. I'll call you back and we'll have our day in court. Appreciate you. You too. Almost done here, bud. From here we can go one of two ways. Where'd you say you're going?
I'm walking to Thornberry Cemetery.
Thornberry Cemetery. That's right on the end of the hill, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to, you can walk, or I can give you a ride after I uncuff you.
I gotta go walk.
Okay. You can go ahead and step out. You go ahead and grab your stuff. So, your court date is going to be 5/15/2024 at 1 p.m. at 11 Wilson Farm Road.
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can contact this number on the back. They'll give you all the information you want, all right?
All right. Appreciate you.
You have a nice rest of your
Is
evening.
the police department on here too?
Greenbrier PD, Greenbrier, Faulkner County. Address is 11 Wilson Farm Road. That's the Greenbrier deal. My badge number, 810, Officer J. Lingo, and you also have my card.
All right. Appreciate you.
We could have avoided all of that.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean,
The entire encounter, caught on body camera and widely circulated online, exposed an abuse of authority where ego and power were prioritized over lawful policing and human dignity. David Hayes was issued a citation for pedestrians prohibited on controlled access highway, an unclassified misdemeanor. Officer Lingo faced no disciplinary action, but became the subject of public scrutiny for abuse of power and unlawful detainment. But hold on your seats, because this next case is more shocking than the others. On March 1st, 2019, a woman experienced car trouble in the alley behind her grandmother's house. She parked in the driveway, using her car's headlights to change her baby's diaper. Officer Noah Strawman approached under the pretense of offering help, but quickly turned it into an investigative stop without a warrant. As more officers arrived, the situation escalated.
Your car broken down?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to fix.
I got you.
And I'm trying to change my daughter.
Yeah, well, I was coming to help you because I figured you were broken down.
Change the diaper?
Okay, well, I figured your car was broken down.
Hello? It's right there.
This car?
Both cars. Is it a problem?
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, what's the problem? I'm trying to change my daughter.
Okay, well, we didn't know that. You're just sitting in an alley,
No.
blacked out.
The house. Right
How would I have known that from when I saw you on the street?
I don't know.
Okay, if you live at
Hello?
5024 West Jefferson, 224 West Jefferson,
You got an ID? No, stop. You're not going to get out. You're not going to get out. You're going to sit right there.
Get off of me.
No, you're going to sit right there.
What's
going on? Absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
Sit right there. You got an ID on you.
Okay, well, we just saw a car sitting in the alley blacked out. Hi, honey, how are you?
Ain't no hurry.
Do you have an ID on you?
Don't answer nothing that they're going to ask.
You got an ID?
I sure do.
Can I see your
No,
ID?
we in the back by my car.
You didn't even pull it out.
All right.
You got an ID on me, so we can verify that real
I
quick.
got no ID. It's in the house.
Can I see your ID?
You're going to have to wait.
I'm not going to wait. You don't understand how this works.
What do you mean? How, what works?
You're parked in an alley.
It doesn't matter.
You're
This is
blocking
the
a
house.
roadway.
I'm blocking what roadway?
The alley. This is a roadway.
This is a
Fine,
public
because
street.
my car is about to get pulled out anyway.
Okay.
So what's the difference?
This car
What's the difference?
this car is parked in the middle of the roadway.
It doesn't matter. I'm changing my daughter.
Okay.
Is it a law saying I can't change my daughter in an
No,
alley?
but there's a law. You say you can't park in the middle of a roadway.
But I'm not. I'm changing
You're
my
blocking
daughter.
the roadway.
I'm changing my daughter. I
Okay.
just told him
I'm not
that.
saying that you're not, but
Okay. You couldn't
you're
do it out
also
in the
you're also
store
breaking the
either.
law by blocking the roadway. So that at this point,
in front of my house, in front of the house.
parked in the
My house.
driveway.
Point you, baby.
I
You
just
need to
pulled
see
out.
it
What are you
away.
saying?
Hey, you're not listening.
I don't think you heard me.
I don't think you heard me.
I don't think you heard me, sir.
Yeah, we're 1086. Just got one big goofy.
Do you have an ID?
What's
on
your
you?
last name, partner? All right, what's your last name? I'm not asking where you live. All right. Hey, I'm getting him out. Okay. How about face car? Face car. Is there anything on you to get you in trouble? Face car.
No.
I live right here. Face the car. I'm not asking you where you live.
Why are you being rough?
Face the car and do what we say.
Here, hand me your ID.
Is there anything on you to get you in trouble? Do you mind if I check?
Check.
Spread your feet.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Clear car.
I know. They bored. Yeah.
You done? Nope.
Hello. What's your name?
Yeah, that's right. Right.
Is this the? Who is this to you?
Who's what to me?
The guy in the back.
This is my brother. This is my daughter. This is my granny's house. Anything else? Here go the ID.
The reason I'm.
Here go the ID.
Do you want to know the reason I'm asking?
Why?
Hey, when I have you step out here in a minute, I was going to see if you mind if he held your baby, or she can stay there. It doesn't matter to me.
She's not staying here until my mom goes.
Okay, you're going to get out of the car when I tell you to.
Despite her explanation, officers questioned her presence in the alley and demanded identification. When she hesitated, they responded with threats and force, disregarding her right to remain silent. Officer Clayton Puff arrived and held the car door open, insisting on ID, while the woman tried to finish dressing her child.
No, she just... Okay, you're not going to be getting in bags.
Can you get
You're not going to be getting in bags. Stop. Stop. No.
What are you doing?
Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Can you get out for me?
No, step out of the car.
Can you please tell him get out for me? You gotta get
Step out of the car.
Okay, I can step.
You're either going to get out or I'm going to get you out. Step out. All right, on 3, you're getting out. 1, 2.
I'm at the pool. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Sit on the bumper. Turn around. Give us your hands.
Oh, hold up.
Give us your hands.
Why do you want my head? I need my hand.
Give him your hand.
I need
You don't have an option. Stop.
Can you please get out for me?
No.
Oh my God.
All right, take your chin around. You're going to go to the ground.
In front of my daughter? Like, I don't even have nothing.
Tensions rose as officers claimed she was blocking a roadway, using it as a pretext to initiate a traffic stop. This explanation was not based on any real legal grounds, but rather a tactic to assert control. The officers quickly escalated from questions to physical force, detaining both the woman and a man at the scene. The man was frisked and threatened with jail, even as he tried to comply.
All right, grab her other hand.
Ow! Why did you step on my head?
Give us your other hand. Give it to
me. Oh my God. Ow, my neck. Ow! Why did you step on me?
Just stop.
I'm not doing it.
You're making this harder than it needs to be.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and I'm
Stop.
pregnant.
Hey, stop.
Oh
Stop.
my gosh. Get out of my neck, please, sir.
You good?
You're hurting my
Start
whole
227.
hand.
How much bigger? You have 227 start away. You got anything on you?
No, I don't. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing.
Hi, hon. Right, roll to your side. Roll to your side. Roll to your side.
I can't.
Now they pretend to care. After slamming her to the ground, stepping on her neck, they suddenly remember EMS exists. Viewers, don't let the fake concern fool you. This isn't compassion, it is damage control. The same people who ignored her screams are now asking if she took something, like it's her fault for losing consciousness. And this is what they do on camera. Imagine what happens when no one's filming.
Right. Go to your knees.
Oh my God.
Go to your knees, we're gonna get you up.
My head's hurting.
You want an ambulance? Said her head hurts. Do you want an ambulance?
222, baby.
Hey.
Can you start us the EMS? Code 1's fine. Female says her head hurts. 10-4.
Hey.
Did she take something?
I don't know, she's just... Wake up!
Do you have any medical conditions that you know? No, I'm asking.
Just stay with him, please.
222, baby. Can you have him step it up to code 3?
Hey, wake up. You okay?
Be advised.
Hey.
Appears unresponsive. Still,
Despite no evidence of wrongdoing, they towed the vehicle, denied access to the child's belongings, and humiliated both adults. The woman was violently taken down and handcuffed in front of her child, with officers later justifying it using vague claims of resistance.
only
You all right?
I have is head pain.
Listen to me.
Hey guys,
You
stay
okay?
up there.
Hey,
Yeah, stay right there.
hey, wake up.
Okay, that's fine. You can stand right there.
Hey, what's your
You
name?
can record, you can hang out, you can
Hey.
stand right there, but there's an investigation going
Wake up.
on. Okay, and do you want to hold the grandbaby?
Wake up.
Can Ms. Collins pass you the grandbaby?
Wake up.
She don't have all those shoes.
Hey.
Hang out with him.
My man, let's just hang out right here.
Right
here on the ground. They just pulled out the car. They just pulled out the car. Frisked us and all. No weapon.
Hey, you want to step up EMS?
He did.
I did. I stepped up to code 1.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Huh? Do she got any warrants? I don't.
I'm asking
I
if
don't
you
know.
got a warrant.
No.
Because at this point you have to identify yourself to us, so... You're choosing not to?
I ain't saying nothing. Y'all must have, what y'all just did, that was crazy. Like,
That's fine,
no
man.
reason.
I don't have any issues taking you as a John Doe and putting a hold on you. You want to hang out with him real fast? Yeah, I'm good. Have a seat on the back, man. Put your butt in the bumper.
So I was just sitting there.
Yeah, just put your butt right there.
It's my sister. It's my other sister.
Did he have a wallet on him? I don't think so. My man, what's your last name? You don't want to tell us at all?
I don't even see why I'm being pulled over. I ain't got nothing on.
Man, because here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'll explain it to you if you want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, then there's no point in me talking. You're stopped in the roadway with no lights on, parked in the middle of the road. That's blocking the roadway. Okay?
He literally just pulled out of the driveway.
I got you, but how do we know that?
Because he
No,
first got
listen.
that approach station.
Okay? So listen, at that point, we've conducted a traffic stop. Okay? You've broke a law at that point. Blocking the roadway. All right?
We seen y'all sitting at the end of the corner. We seen y'all lights.
I got her right here. Yeah, she is. What's your last name, bro?
I ain't got no reason to hide.
You have no reason not to give your information then.
Why'd you handcuff me?
Because we were dealing with her, man. I don't know what's in this car. I don't know what's going on.
That's
I
not
don't
even
know.
suspicious. That's not even suspicious.
Well, but you broke the law.
You're blocking a roadway.
And you still have to leave. We was just ready to leave.
Man, and then all it should have been is, hey man, here's our ID, here's our info, sorry for that, and we would have been out of here. So, here we are.
You want to give your information or no? If you go to jail under John Doe, it's a 10-day hold. And they fingerprint you in.
Okay.
Pat him down better.
I will. Spread your feet. Will you search your back seat for me? Move your left. Your left. Spread your feet.
Throughout the encounter, the officers fabricated justifications, misapplied laws, and treated non-compliance as criminal. When nothing illegal could be found, they discussed using a K-9 unit to search for drugs without probable cause. Eventually, the man was released, and the woman was hospitalized.
Spread your feet. No, stop. Spread your feet.
Check it again. Want to take my shoes off?
Spread your feet. Stop.
Now you come to me. Is this something you're looking for? Church, I ain't got
I'm putting you in the
nothing
back of our car. And I
So I'm going to tell you my name?
Do what?
Because I'm going to tell you my name. All right.
We have bigger issues to solve right now. I'm not worried about your name.
I'm not even trying to cause no problem.
I'm not even trying to cause no problem. Man, then we're not going to talk about it. If you want to go to jail as John Doe, you go to jail as John Doe. I'm trying to make sure your sister has proper medical attention. Kick your shoe off. I don't want to stand here and worry about you. Kick your left shoe off.
Sit down.
Kick your left shoe off.
Want me to sit down?
No, I want you to kick your left shoe off.
Take it off.
Channel 2 Matthews, police now responding to what we're at the Commonwealth Bank, 286 North Hudson, 286 North Harvard Lane, showing cash. Button 1, time is 23 hours.
Quit playing with me.
Have a seat in the car. Have a seat in the car. Do you want to tell us your name? Do you want to tell us your name? I'm not here to play games, man.
I'm not here to play games. What? Crazy how y'all doing my sister.
Do what?
Hurts.
That was ridiculous. I've never felt a...
Was like,
her.
and I'm like, Pop, that's my arm.
I've never met a girl so strong. Seriously.
My bad, Colin.
She tucked her arm underneath her, and like me and Pop was yanking on one arm, and she wouldn't let it go.
I was just looking at you, and then I'm like, Pop, that's my arm.
I couldn't see. I was just feeling.
Yeah, because I had.
I don't know.
She said she just doesn't want to sit up. No. Okay. Don't want to sit up. So you don't want to sit up?
She just said she wants the ambulance and she doesn't want to sit up.
Well, no, just she started like stuff running down her face.
I think
So
she's
spitting.
been
So
spitting out stuff, but I asked her if she took anything and she said no. I think she's causing herself.
He's refusing to identify himself. He was sitting in a vehicle on the roadway, in the middle of the roadway without seatbelt on. Yeah. I mean, walking the roadway. Yeah, she still has a really strong pulse.
Alright. Is there anything on her?
Nope.
So, let me know what happened.
Officer Strayman. Strayman hops out on him, whatever. I come up behind. She's standing here on the side of the car. They're causing.
I'm sorry.
I see him wanting to know what we're doing, stopping them. I tell them they're stopped in the middle of an alley. They're blocking the road.
You can record, you can hang
So
out,
at that
watch
point, she
everything.
tries.
Okay, yeah, she's alive.
Strayman hops out on her. You said they were just blocking the alley? And then
Yeah. When I pulled up, she's standing out on the driver's side. Strayman's on the passenger side, trying to talk to this kid and talk to her. So I had her sit back in the driver's seat. At that point, Strayman gets passenger out. I'm asking for her ID. She's refusing to give it. She finally gives
in
it.
the driver's seat?
Yeah. She finally gets it. And then she grabs this bag from the back, throws it up front, and opens it up and is about to start trying to go through it in the passenger side floorboard, like hunched over. And I'm like, no, you're not going to go through a bag right now. And at that point, I'm like, all right, go ahead and hop out of the car for me. She refuses to get out, so we get her out, and we get her up here on the, get her up towards the back of the car. We're trying to get her hand shooting. So.
Hold on, back up. To give ID, then.
Yeah, she ended up giving me her ID.
Okay, she gives the ID and then what? I'm sorry.
She grabs a bag out of the back of the car, the back seat, puts it in the passenger side floorboard. She goes to open the bag and she goes to start trying to get in it. I'm like, no, you're not going to go through a bag right now. And at that point, I say, all right, go ahead and step out of the car for me.
All right, so okay, go ahead.
So I said, go ahead and hop out of the car for me. She refuses to. Me and Collins get her out of the car and get her towards the back door right here. At this point, we're trying to get her hands, put her in handcuffs. She's resisting us, refusing to give us her hands. So me and Strayman do a control takedown to the ground and put her in handcuffs. And that's when we requested you.
She refused to give you all her hands?
Correct.
Was she saying anything at this point, or yelling, or just pulling away?
Just yelling and pulling away. I don't know exactly what she was saying. And she kept telling us that they were in front of their house and that we did not have a right to be stopping them.
Okay. So she's pulling away at that point, and then you and Strayman do the controlled takedown.
Correct.
And then what happened? Did she just like roll over at this point?
No, she was screaming the whole time until we got her in handcuffs.
227, okay. So when did she stop screaming?
When we got her in handcuffs.
And then what did she do when you got her in handcuffs?
Just laid there like that.
Okay. I think her mom told, what's her name, Collins, that
Man,
she
do me a favor, stand up on the sidewalk. We're in the middle of an investigation, man. Stand up on your property. You can record, you can hang out, you can watch, but for right now,
and then she just
you're in
stopped
the middle of an
screaming.
investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
She went to the ground. She probably hit her head, yeah.
Officer Cole right here. What's up? What hurts?
Now she's talking.
Obstructing governmental operations. At least on her.
She said she had.
He just didn't want to identify
Yeah.
himself, but we could probably.
I think he's probably all right.
Yeah. Which we could probably articulate obstructing on him, but I'm. Yeah. We just let him go and tow the car. Hey man, what's going on?
Living the dream.
You're on speaker, because my phone doesn't work otherwise, by the way, but,
Okay.
We jump out on this car, it's occupied. People were being real donkey. One dude, they're both clear, so we thought they were acting donkey because they had warrants or something. But they're both clear, and now that it's turned into a blue team, we're not going to be able to get into the car. As far as PC, we've looked, we can't find anything.
Why is it a blue team?
Because we ended up having to slam one of them.
So are they under arrest?
The driver is.
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Would you want to come? Because we think there's something else going on. They were just acting unreasonable for the circumstances. We thought it was just because they were 1085, but they're not. Would you be interested in running the dog around it and see if there's something else going on with the car?
I can, however, I will warn you that unless they can get here's what I would do. Get a closer dog. I'm too far to pull this off, and if there's 3 or 4 of us out tonight, so if one of them would just answer the radio, they'd probably be way closer. However, you're running out of time on your detention.
Yeah, I didn't know with us arresting the driver if that would be enough time or not. If that would change anything.
You're good on him, but your other dude, I mean, what's keeping him there? You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. That's what you're saying.
Has he committed any crime at all?
No, he just refused to identify himself at first, but he did. He didn't lie to us about his info. He just didn't want to identify himself. So ultimately, no. I mean, we don't have anything to hold him.
You're kind of wasting your time on him.
I got you.
But, I mean, if you can get a dog that's close, then you got a chance. But to be honest, even then, you're probably running out of time.
Okay. Well, if they come by, then they come by. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Yep. Take it easy.
No, well, we were going to have canines. See if we can get PC for the search car.
Okay.
See why they're acting.
Tow it. If another canine's close, because we're cutting here. Then
Man, I mean, how far's canine?
20 minutes probably. More than 15. More than reasonable to think. Talked to her. She was blocking the road. Pulled her out of the car. Wouldn't give us her hand. We went to the ground, and then.
Like, I can't tell if she's
I think
intoxicated or not. Like, she doesn't smell like alcohol, but...
She was screaming and yelling up until she got put in handcuffs.
Yeah. That's why she might have made the motion to eat something, but I don't...
She was resisting us and everything else until she got put in handcuffs, so...
But I don't know if there was anything in her fist, and she easily, as much as her arms were flailing, she could have put something in her mouth.
Okay.
So...
She was fighting.
For sure.
Get out there.
Police showing out for the white cop.
So what, they don't...
She was trying to go through a backpack in the car and everything,
Or
so...
riding in the running.
She grabbed that backpack and was trying to go through it in the passenger seat.
She just seems like she's on something, but they did the little pneumonia thing.
I'm gonna ride down there.
You gonna take it?
They did do that.
Man, I don't care. Someone needs to go down where there is what I'm saying.
If you're going, can you take pictures?
Yeah.
Do you have your keys to your car? I'll move it.
Good job, Strayman.
Hey,
obstructing
a multitude of things.
Yes, ma'am. He's not. He's just being detained. He's detained during our investigation, but he's not under arrest.
Okay, where's my mama's keys for her dog?
I have no idea. I didn't touch him.
So,
Hold on, we're not getting in the car though. Do you want me to tow it?
Yeah, 100%. Hey.
Your son's good. Let's tow this. I swear. Yeah, I'm gonna tow the car. Yeah, I am. Yeah. We can't get in the vehicle.
to get her pants?
That's gonna be. I mean, she was driving the vehicle. We at this point don't have any reason to get it to be inside. Just because they're wanting it.
Can you get the baby's pants?
We can't get in the car right now.
Can I get her pants?
No, no one can get in the car.
What about my mama's keys? The keys are sitting right there.
We can't get in the car.
She was never formally told she was under arrest, but still faced charges. Her complaint led to sustained findings of misconduct, including illegal arrest, excessive force, and mishandling of property. Internal Affairs confirmed the officer's violations, showing that accountability, though rare, remains possible. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this.